Hi ladies, Dr. Diane Sanford here. I'm so glad that you invited me to give this Tuesday testimonial. Hello to those of you who I met in Dallas in September. Hope you're doing well. And a big hello to all those of you who I haven't met and look forward to meeting sometime. Today I'm going to be talking about two things. The first is making your health and well-being a priority, and the second is from a skill set that I call befriending yourself. So, because women tend to not take very good care of themselves and feel like we always have to be giving and doing for others, it makes it especially hard for a group of wonderful women like you who not only have grown up probably learning that nice girls do everything for everyone else and it's selfish to take good care of yourself, but also because your daily lives are so demanding of you, because your partners often aren't around, and when they are around, they're trying to sleep, or they're tired, or they have a project for work they have to do. You are really the ones who end up carrying the lion's share of home and family responsibilities. And it's very important when you have these kind of responsibilities that you realize that you can't keep going 24/7 if your own emotional picture isn't full. We like to say that self-care is not selfish, it's self-preserving. And I really do mean that. I think when women come into my office or I'm conducting a class, it's very challenging for them, like it probably is for you right now, to accept that it's okay to put yourself first a small amount of the time. And what I mean is every day spend 15 minutes doing something that's nourishing for you or enjoyable. So it could be taking a break and instead of putting a load of laundry in, taking a shower. Or it could be spending 15 minutes sitting on your porch drinking a cup of coffee. Or even taking a furry loved one for a walk or petting a furry loved one and just getting a break from the rest of the demands of the day. So that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is to work it into your week where you do something you enjoy on a regular basis. So reading a book for 15 minutes at night, doing a workout video for 25 minutes a day or every other day, actually taking time to fix dinner if you like to cook. These are all small ways that we can begin to take care of ourselves. And as we say in a couple of the books that I've written, when your emotional picture is full, you are far better able to take care of everyone else in your life. Like they say on the airplane, put your oxygen mask on first, and then you'll be able to take better care of your life and your loved ones. The second point I want to talk to you about today is befriending yourself. And what do I mean by this? Well, what I mean by this is treating yourself like a friend, like you would a friend, instead of, as we often do, as someone we don't like very much and feel very judgmental towards. I have a picture that I use in my stress management class that shows our self-critical voice as the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And again, I think for many reasons, women have been brought up because of their sensitivity to relationships to feel very dependent on approval from their loved ones. And because of this, we're always worrying that we're going to get it wrong, when usually, especially for women who are doing as much as you are all the time, we're much more likely to be getting it right. But we don't let ourselves know that. And instead, we feel very self critical. We say things to ourselves like, I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not funny enough. I'm not creative enough. All the things we tell ourselves about how we're falling short instead of what we are doing and how we're succeeding so many times in the course of a day. So here's what I want you to do for the next week to practice that. When your negative voice, or Martha Beck, the life coach, calls it our inner lizard, starts to rear its ugly tail and breathe fire in your face and tell you how you're not succeeding and don't feel good about yourself and being blaming, I want you instead to imagine you were talking to a friend who really needed support, a friend who you wanted to be there for emotionally and be very caring and loving. And you imagine yourself as that friend next. Imagine yourself saying to yourself, not that you're crazy or anything like that, but saying to yourself as you would a friend, there, sweetie. It's going to be okay. You're doing great. So you made a mistake. So big deal. We all make mistakes. Look at all the things you've done right. Or, yeah, you were really tired and worn out, and when your kid came home, your child, excuse me, you let them in the door and you weren't very nice and you got short fused with them, and oh my gosh, you were human. So that's what we're always telling our friends, right? We're always letting our friends off the hook, but we never have the same generosity towards ourselves. So this week, I want you to befriend yourself and say all those loving and caring, positive remarks you make towards a good friend, and this time make them towards yourself. And do it anyway, even if you don't mean it, to start, because over time you'll learn to look at how you filled the glass halfway full instead of it being half empty. So, the two things again for your homework this week. I like calling it homework because that brings up such fond memories for all of us. Anyway, the two things that I'd like you to do are spend 15 minutes a day, doing something that's nourishing or enjoyable for you, and befriend yourself. When you start to judge yourself or be critical, say instead what you would to a friend about how special and wonderful you are and everything you're achieving each day for yourselves, your children, and your families. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for listening. Bye.